Nikola Jokic. We all know how great the Joker is. There's a reason that there's three guys who were in the MVP finals, right? And then Jalen Brunson. Because the thing that the ESPYs has that no one else has when we're doing all of these best player MVP votings is they get to watch the season end. And they know that Nikola Jokic was at his house. They know that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was at his house. They know that Victor Wembanyama was on the court and he was leading in every game. And somehow Jalen Brunson, this dude that was drafted in the second round, right, this dude that everybody said could be a 1A scorer for a championship team, found ways to win. The thing that the ESPY has, right, the ESPYs understand that when they make this montage of Jalen Brunson when he wins this award tomorrow night, they're going to be able to show that they was down 29 points in New York. Every star that's ever been born in New York or adopted New York is there, and none of them left because they knew Jalen Brunson was going to bring them back.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You already know what it is. You have just entered the war zone. Now, Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark has just been canned from ESPN. Wow. I'm shocked because, truthfully, I assumed that Ryan Clark would be gone during that first round of big firings. And I thought that because I didn't know at the time that Ryan Clark was good friends like that to Stephen A. Smith, or good allied to Stephen A. Smith at the time. And you know what? I did not like Ryan Clark's takes when it came to a lot of New York teams like the New York Giants, the New York Knicks. He's always buried the New York Knicks. And, you know, I can't get upset about that because the Knicks were not playing up to par. And everybody that was throwing dirt on the Knicks for a very long time, I could not go at them. I couldn't get mad about it. But I tell you this, I definitely documented it. And the thing that, I just kind of wasn't feeling, when the Knicks, even the last few years, we were doing very well in our forming of this championship team. And Ryan Clark would constantly throw elbows at the Knicks. I'm like, why is he doing that? I didn't understand it. Ryan Clark had got into it with Brown. I know that Ryan Clark stood up for Stephen A. Smith, right? And I was saying to myself, when Ryan Clark was defending Stephen A. Smith vehemently, I was like, yo, bro, I hope Stephen A. Smith can, save his job if it really came down to it. I really thought that. I was like, well, I guess Ryan Clark is good then. You know, he's on Stephen A. Smith's side. Ryan Clark's job is good. That's literally what I thought. And bam, bang. Wow. They canned him. Wow. Stephen A. couldn't even save him, huh? Wow. Stephen A. got paid. What is ESPN following by, the second apron rules or something? I mean, what is going on with ESPN? I mean, do they got a salary cap too or something? What's happening with them? So they keep Stephen A. Smith, give him the bag, and just taking everybody's head off. Wow. Stephen A. Smith sitting there just chilling, wonder if Stephen A is going to stand up for Ryan Clark on this. I know that Stephen A is going to do a video about this, but wow, unbelievable. ESPN just removed Ryan Clark. Unbelievable. And I was, you know what? There was only one take that I liked that I liked from Ryan Clark. Out of all his takes, and when I'm saying all his takes, I mean a lot of his takes on, I mean, there was a lot of issues that I just disagreed with him on, but primarily when talking about the New York Knicks, New York Giants, right? But when Ryan Clark most recently spoke about Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks, and it was just before we won the championship, like maybe a few games before the championship. I did like that. I did respect it. And he kind of took the sting off of the way I was feeling about him for a little while, for a good while, by showing that respect and being a man about things and saying the truth and not coming up with a spin. So I did respect that, but man, they canned Ryan Clark. What's your story about Ryan Clark? He's been on for years. He's been on the air for years. What's your story about Ryan Clark? Let me know what you think about Ryan Clark in the comment section below. I love you all. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. I love you all except for the ones that I don't. Peace.
MVP finals, right? And then Jalen Brunson. Because the thing that the ESPYs has that no one else has when we're doing all these best player MVP votings is they get to watch the season end. And they know that Nikola Jokic was at his house. They know that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was at his house. They know that Victor Wembanyama was on the court and he was leading in every game. And somehow Jalen Brunson, this dude that was drafted in the second round, right? This dude that everybody said could be a 1A scorer for a championship team, found ways to win. The thing that the ESPY has, right? The ESPYs understand that when they make this montage of Jalen Brunson, when he wins this award tomorrow night, they're going to be able to show that they was down 29 points in New York. Every star that's ever been born in New York or adopted New York is there, and none of them left because they knew Jalen Brunson was going to bring them back. It was cinematic. We talking about the Odyssey. We talking about Dune 3. They need the Knicks for that because that's what this run was about. And to finish off the run, you go to San Antonio, you're down again, and you give them 45 points. Your other guy, Cat, right, who was supposed to be the number 2, he doesn't even score 5 points in that game. OG Anunoby plays well, but it was on Jalen Brunson's shoulders. Jalen Brunson is the best player of this year's NBA season because of how he finished. This is a dude that was second team All-NBA again for the third year in a row. He averaged 26 during the season. He averaged 5 and 3 in assisted rebounds. All of those things elevated in the most important moments of the season. This team went on an epic run, and the run started with their point guard. You're down 2-1 to Atlanta. You make the change, and you rip off those consecutive games. You lose one in San Antonio, and then you come back and you make plays to end the series. This was phenomenal by Jalen Brunson. No one but him deserves to be the best player of 2026.